say goodbye.
Hello everyone! Today we're back in Amsterdam with in the background the Olympic Stadium that was designed for the Olympic Games in the summer of 1928. The ladies of group number 3 and 4 are waiting inside het Amsterdamse proeflokaal to begin and answer some challenging questions about education and women empowerment. I personally cannot wait to hear their answers, so let's go inside. Good morning ladies, how are you feeling today?
Good morning.
Thank you.
Great. Are you excited?
Yes,
Yes.
very.
Okay, let's begin with question number 1. Sjaan, if you had the chance to be born in a different place, where would it be and why?
Now, I think I would choose Spain, and if I have to choose a specific place, I will choose Barcelona. Of course, first of all, that is because of the nice climate, but there are other reasons why I would choose to live in Barcelona, be born in Barcelona. First of all, the people there are very friendly and helpful, and I think it's very important to be friendly and helpful to other people. And then you have the Spanish language and the Spanish music. I love that so much. And for me, healthcare is very important. And in Spain, the quality of Spanish healthcare is certainly not inferior to the Dutch one. If you see at world level, Spanish healthcare is in 7th place, and Netherlands healthcare is in 17th place. So Spanish healthcare is very good, you can say, and for me that are very good reasons to choose Barcelona, Spain.
Wow, thank you. If I hear this answer, I would want to live in Spain as well.
Why are we here?
Exactly. Well, I think our country is a nice place too, but Spain would be very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kimberly, can you tell me something about your love for horses and where it comes from?
Yes, of course. So, my love for horses have been since I was a baby. Both of my parents rode horses. So, when I was a baby, I went along to the stable. And I always wanted to see it in the front of my daddy and say, "Daddy, Daddy, I wanted to be riding too." So, since I was 3, I can be ride for once a week. And when I was 7, I get my own pony. And I won a lot with her. So that's very nice. Nowadays, I'm a very fanatic competition rider. So every day I'm going to the stable 7 days a week. And sometimes a little bit less. So I have also my own life. It's very relaxing for me because their behavior mirrors your behavior. So when I am too busy, they are too busy. When I am calm, they are calm too. So that's very nice for me to get my rest. That's why I love horses.
Thank you very much. Great answer. I understand why you love horses so much.
Thank you.
Rose, for you,
Yes.
the final question of round number 1. Do you have any regrets about anything?
I don't have regrets about my anorexia life, but I do have a regret because I was self-hurting. So that's one of the things I regret about it. Yeah, it started 3 years ago, and it was in a clinic. I was there for myself, for being recovered. But when I was there, I sleep with a girl, and she was doing it, and she keeps on telling me, yeah, it's good, and you have to do it, and so I started. So that's the thing I'm really sorry about it. But now I'm recovered about anorexia, and it's really good, and I have a happy life now. I mean, I'm here now, so that's really, really nice. And yeah, I think every girl with anorexia needs to be the chance to recover. Yeah, I really want to help the other boys and girls with anorexia, and because that's the only thing I was regret about it in my whole anorexia life, because I have I really meet great girls and boys in the clinic, and so that's one of the things I really loved about it, and yeah, I really want to help them, and also that they can recover just like me. So yeah, I think that's good. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing this story.
Yeah.
I think it might be a bit difficult to tell it, but it's great to hear that you are doing amazing now that you're recovered and that you're here with us. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies, are you ready for the second question?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, let's start with you. What, in your opinion, is missing from the current high school curriculum?
I think that children need to have a class about bullying, because that's in the high school really high, and the number of self-suicides in Holland is really high, and children think about it. I know a boy and he's 12 now, and he really thinks about it because he's bullying about the high school, and I think that teachers and also people who were self-bullying need to tell on high school what it is and what it's doing with you, and I think that's really important on the high school, and that children really need to hear that. Yeah.
Thank you. I think that's a great answer. I think it's very important to teach them something about bullying.
Yeah, I think it's too.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Kimberly, do you think the pressure on students is too high, and is this a problem?
I think really that the pressure on the students is too high. It's a really big problem. 75% of the students say by themselves that they are regularly emotionally exhausted. 1 in 3 students have a chance on a burnout. That's really much, a lot of people. The reasons about that is to hire a house, to rent a house, is very expensive here in Holland. So they have work a lot to pay the house. Also, they have a much high study debt. They have also the life. The life now is very expensive. When you look at the past, the same is for the study. The studies are more difficult than in the past. Employees, they have much more expectation from you. So you need a diploma. You need to be high educated. They have also their own life. You have your social life, you have your sports, and due to globalization. So, in short, I think work, study, the sport, and social life, the combination is too much. And I think part of the problem could be solved, because the waiting list of the psychologist has to be lower, and schools has to do the exams all over the year and not in 1 week, and they have to teach on schools about the burnouts, so to prevent it. And I think the expectation to be high educated must be lowered. That's my answer about the question.
Thank you very much. I think there are a lot of expectations, and you already came up with a few great solutions, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Then, the last question. Do you think the pressure on teachers is too high?
Yes, I think the pressure on teachers is very high on different levels, because in the past the teachers have more authority than they have now. It occurs that more and more teachers are intimidated by parents, because the parents don't always agree with the choices and the plans of the teachers. You have budget cuts, so the loan of the teachers is very low, and you can imagine that it's not very nice to work at this sector.
Mm-hmm.
I think no one wants to work in this sector because of the low loans and very high pressure, very high workload they have, because the teachers have to accomplish very much in little time, and the modernization of the programs and the pressure of the parents and the society. I think the pressure is very high, and you have a kind of circle that's hard to break, because you have very high workload, very new teachers quit their job in a short period of time because of the workload. So a lot of teachers quit their job because of the workload, and the new teachers quit their job. So you don't have any teachers. So the quality of education is, I don't know what it will become. It's a circle that's hard to break through, I think.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
The ladies of group number 3 just finished, and they shared some very emotional and personal stories with us. Right now we're going to continue with group number 4. Ladies, welcome. How are you feeling today?
Excited.
Great, yes.
Yes, excited?
Really.
Not a bit nervous or anything?
Of course,
A
But
bit.
healthy nerves.
Healthy nerves. That's great. Okay, let's begin with the first question round. Brenda, what would you like to have accomplished in 10 years?
Be it in 10 or 30 years, I just want to become a better person every day. Like, to me, it's very important to reach your full potential, and I want to stay and remain a loving human and a kind human. And I want to serve and I want to help others. And I am privileged because I got to go to college, and I'm going to a university to achieve an MBA in business administration. And I got a lot of chances in this lifetime. And I think everyone deserves all the chances they should get. Like, I got a lot of chances, and I want to help other girls also to achieve their potential. So in 10 years, I want to be in such a position where I can give back to the people, and I want to give back to the girls like me. And in 10 years, I need to become a better person every day so I can help others. And yeah, that's what I want to become.
Thank you very much. I think that's a great way of looking at it. Thank you very much. For you, a question. I'm very curious about this answer.
Yes.
If you had the chance to have a conversation with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
If I had the chance to have a conversation with anyone dead or alive, it would be my deceased grandmother, because I never really had the chance to have that last conversation with her, to thank her for everything she had done for me. She was the foundation of our family. She taught us to be strong, to have a tight, a strong family. She was also my biggest role model, besides my mother. When she immigrated from Indonesia to the Netherlands, she literally had nothing. And even though she had nothing, she was able to give us the world, and that means the world to me. So if I had any chance to thank her for that, she would be the one that I want to have this conversation with. Yeah.
Wow, that's a very, very nice answer. Thank you very much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Elise, what would you want to say to the 15-year-old version of you?
That's quite a difficult question because it's such a personal one. To be honest, all I want to say to myself is don't worry, everything will be okay. When I was 15, I was in foster care, so it was a really difficult time for me, but when I look at myself now, I think I can be really proud of what I accomplished. I'm in university and I have a job, and yeah, all I want to say is don't worry, everything will be fine, just focus. Don't get distracted by problems or difficulties, just go for it.
Wow, thank you for opening up. We're all very proud of you, who you are today, so I think the 15-year-old version of yourself would be as well. Thank you very much, ladies. Ladies, it's time for the second question. Elise, I'm going to start with you.
Yes.
Do you think women nowadays get the respect and equal treatment that they deserve?
For me, the answer is no, because I think we've come a long way. I mean, next year, Netherlands has the right to vote for women for 100 years. There's actually a little fun fact there, because the first woman who voted in the Netherlands, her name was Elisa, same as mine. But still, in Vatican City, women can't vote. In some countries, women can't work. I think we're not there yet, but we're getting there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Charlene,
Yes.
what in your opinion is the best quality a woman can have?
In my opinion, the best quality a woman can have is courage. Because we women have a very busy daily life. We love, we lost, we give birth. We are trying to reach the top positions in our careers, besides being a mother and looking out for the children. I think courage is a powerful word where I can relate to, because without courage we wouldn't be here where we are right now. And to have courage is very important, to pick up the pieces and just start all over again. And yeah, for me that's the best quality a woman can have.
Wow, what a nice answer. Thank you very much. Brenda, the final question for you, and this is a tough one. Do you think it should be mandatory for corporations to have a direction board that consists for 50% out of women?
Before I answer this question, I want to share my knowledge about the topic, like some information, because I do think if you don't know all the facts that it is very hard to understand. But gender equality and diversity is a big topic in business nowadays, and well, the statistics don't lie, and women are in a scarce position, like regarding top positions, and research shows that women in top positions, like in the leading boards of companies, they secure the future for other women in high top positions. And when we take, for an example, Scandinavian countries, we see that there are regulations about women in top positions, and those countries only have like 30 to 35% of women in top positions. And I don't think that as a woman we get the same chances as a man. And I'm going to be a future businesswoman, and that is heartbreaking that you know that you're not going to get the same chances. And for this reason, I think it should be mandatory for companies to have a 50-50% balance between men and females within a company.
Thank you. I totally agree with you. That's it, ladies. You're done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.